Why is adding a pause mechanic a controversy? Well, it can be in a game like this, it can be a whole lot of things. It could be technical, because the thing about pausing is that sometimes to pause and resume a game, you have to save the entire world state, and not all games do that well. Not all games are set up to do that. Also, this game has multiplayer. Pausing in multiplayer is a whole different thing. A whole different thing. What if somebody pauses their game and then someone invaded them the second before they did? You know, like there's when you put a pause system in a game like this that has so many moving parts, it's not as easy as a binary, oh, I'll just turn on and off pausing. Like, it's a potential technical hurdle. So, I mean, it's not a cut and dry thing. Yeah, it's not a cut and dry thing. It's not like Miyazaki hates gamers because there's no pause. It's nothing like that. There could be very good technical reasons why you can't pause in this game. They might have to remake the foundational code architecture of this game to add a pause to it. And they've just never justified the cost of the man hours to do that. That could be the reason we don't have a pause button. Also, for the record, just real quick, I do want to point this out, just so everyone knows. Look where I am in the game world. There's no question that took some time, but I am exactly where I left in the game world. You can do that anywhere in the game. So if you have to go somewhere, that's an option. Now, if you're fighting a boss, that's a bit different, especially if you're doing really well against that boss. So, you know, like, of course there's advantages and disadvantages, but keep in mind, we do have a system. It just takes, we have a pause system. You just can't use it in boss fights. It takes 5 clicks to get to, and it has lots of loading screens. It's not a conventional pause system. But I mean, we got a weird pause system, sort of. You can use that if you want. But no, I mean, is it an actual pause system? No. Does the game need one? I mean, I would argue if it can have one, it should get one put in. Yes. That would definitely be my argument on that. Every game should be able to be paused. Every game should have an FOV slider. Every game should have bindable keys. Every game should be able to remove QTEs. Every game you should be able to change any commands that involve rapid pressing or holding buttons. Like, these are all general accessibility things where in a perfect world every game would have them. So, yeah, that's kind of my whole situation on that. I do hope one day we get to a point where, like, an ESRB rating, there's an accessibility badge, and that as part of that badge, games like have to have an FOV slider, have to have all rebindable keys, all QT. Like, I wish there was some kind of badge or something that game devs could then kind of like for a Steam Deck, you have to meet like all these requirements to be Steam Deck verified on Steam. It'd be really nice if there was like an accessibility badge on Steam, where it was just like, yeah, if the games have all these features, we just give them this little badge. And that would at least, for free, give devs something to work towards. And then you could just like sort by that. So Epic says that would screw indie devs. Some of the best accessibility I've ever seen has been in indie games. I understand why you're saying that, but that is not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Some of the best accessibility I've ever seen has been in indie games. And if an indie dev focuses from the ground up for that, I think they can do a damn good job on it. I will say that I think indies should probably have less stringent requirements. For instance, there's no excuse that a AAA game comes out without an FOV slider. No excuse. And for the record, Immortals of Avium was about to, before I told them, you cannot do this. And then I was later told by their team, thanks for that. That's what made them win over putting the FOV slider in the game. And I was like, thank you. You can't do that. You can't do that. And they were super cool about it. And they were like, we didn't realize it was that big of a deal. But that kind of stuff, like, that's the kind of stuff where it's like, you have to have that. Like, it's not why can't I go down this ladder? Is it because of the message? Is it because I'm crouching? I never knew that. Oh, now Goonin. Okay, Goonin, you're bringing up something different. Goonin says, my problem is the term disability being used. It almost feels disrespectful to people with actual disabilities. Okay, You're talking about the thing going around right now where there was like an article or a dev who said something along the lines of having a child is a temporary disability. And that set off a lot of alarm bells, because there are some people that are very disabled and like physically disabled that were very frustrated that terminology was being used for something temporary. And I saw one guy being like, "You're trying to equate having a distraction on your lap to me not having an arm." And I was like, that's valid. I get it. But here's the thing, and this is the biggest crux of this entire debate going on Twitter right now. Microsoft had an official document that listed temporary disabilities. And because of that, because it was like an industry document that people agreed with, that has completely messed up that term. So the issue is that people are now pointing at the Microsoft document and going, look, they did it, so it's fine. Other people are like, why are you listening to some corporation on the definition of this term? Shouldn't it be up to the people that actually have disabilities? So there's like, the TLDR is, they're arguing a lot less over actual disabilities, and they're arguing a lot more over terminology. And I don't give a about that. Unfortunately, the argument and the discussion has kind of lost, it's kind of jumped the shark. Like, no one's actually fighting for disabled people of any kind at this point. They're all just yelling at each other because the terms are being thrown around, in their opinion, wrong. And it's just like, that's such a waste of time. I don't care. The short of it is, I personally think it's a little weird as a parent calling having a child a situational disability. I find that only weird because throughout my life, I have been careful to keep the word disability as a specific thing. It's kind of the way that I make sure to use the terms accessibility and approachability differently. I feel like the term disability means a specific thing. So although I understand that this document said it, I get it. I get why people are arguing it. I've seen the arguments, and I understand why they say that. It's still weird to me. It's still weird to me to call it that, because I've spent my entire life trying not to call things like that. Am I going to argue with those people? No, I don't care. You call it what you want to. It's labeling something. It's not a big deal. But you know, that's kind of where I'm on about it. That was way more than you were asking in chat, but I hope that gives you whatever information you were looking for from me when you asked the original question. Now that I've segued to like 6 different points that had nothing to do with what you asked. So, there you go. Awesome. Yeah, TLDR, arguing with people on the internet is a waste of time. I mean, that's not wrong. Oh, God. Cool. That does a surprising amount of stagger damage. I may need to do that more. That is consistently staggering larger targets. Hmm. The backstab is sick? Yeah. Are these swords plus 20? No. No. Yeah, crayons. Oh, couldn't have said it better, dude. I completely agree. Well, Demon Karasu, I very much appreciate that, and thank you. But I also want this show to be for all the people that have no idea who I am and don't give a flip about me or my opinions. So I thank you for that. But I also want the show to be entertaining for people that just like video games and don't want to have anything to do with me or what I do. So it's walking a line. We're fine. This is fine. Cool. We'll take it. Okay. I appreciate that, Silicky. That's nice of you to say. Did you try Milady much? Dude, I don't have it. I want it. I don't have it. Cohh is full of chat right now. I am totally full of chat. Carlsberg says, wanted to thank you for making the Elden Ring video about difficulty. I had a hard time adjusting to the DLC, but I changed and prevailed, and now I love it. You make my heart full, friendo. Glad to hear you're enjoying the game. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, I think for now we just have to go buy these guys. Hope you get better soon. Doc told me to sip hot toddies. Oh yeah, dude, that has been recommended to me so much by people. And what's even worse is I have this nice bottle of whiskey that my management sent me for my birthday. Just sitting here, man. I had like a sip. Actually, I don't even know if I had a sip of that one now that I'm looking at it. I had some whiskey a few nights ago. It's been a good night. Lots of Souls games coming out this summer. Can't wait. Dude, the next one I'm looking forward to is a game called Erdtree. I played a demo of it. It was pretty good. It's been cooking for a while longer though. I hope it's gotten better. Okay. So I think getting faith up. Well, we should probably 60 our base stats. We should probably get 60 dex, 60 vigor. And then we could really start like deciding what we're going to do with mind, endurance, and intelligence, and faith. I mean, we're going to be doing all sorts of stuff with this build. Oh, Flintlock. Yeah, I never played the demo for Flintlock. We're going to have to maybe look at that later. Hmm. 25 faith for this. It's so good though. It's so good. We need to get it in. Oh. While I'm thinking about it, hold on, I want to see something. We went to the Church of Vows, right? Somebody told me there's a better regen we can buy from this guy. Is that also 24? Everyone has Golden Vow for this DLC. Bro, Golden Vow is so good, they just put an item in the DLC that gives it to you. Like, it's definitely a thing.
Greetings. Oh, what very well. Heresy, all thing.
All thing. Wait, is this it? I think it's Blessing's Boon. Okay, there we go. So yeah, maybe we should kind of beeline it to 24 faith. I think we're going to do that. Actually, change of plans. Change of plans. Yeah, for the command, Vel and Nediane, just put dex based. Like, because I think I'm gonna be switching all around in this DLC, to be honest. I definitely do not see myself being content. All right, one thing we're gonna need to we'll get into like 15. We don't need a huge amount of int. I need 24 faith. Yeah, it's okay for now. It's okay for now. I think, well, I'm a little concerned about this though. Hold on. I'm gonna do this for now. We're gonna lose out on some ice damage. Okay. Oh, it's 25 for Golden Vow? I don't want to talk about it. Well, apparently we have to go get 11. Now. Okay. Use the Ash of War for Golden Vow. I mean, I could. But, you know, I very well could. And I think we have room for the dagger too. Do I have Golden Vow? Oh, I don't think I do. Chat, where do we get Golden Vow? Well, no, wait a second. Isn't the one on the isn't the one on the dagger worse? I don't. The spell one's better, isn't it? Yeah, the incant is better. Okay. 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 Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's right. Okay. All right. Not bad. And we still have plenty of mine left to do some damage with. Okay. Now, unfortunately, of course, we did lose out on some damage with this, which kind of stinks, but... Well, I say that, but actually, maybe with Golden Vow... I mean, we just gained a bunch of damage with Golden Vow. Hmm. Wow. That feels pretty good. Okay. Okay. It is so good to be back in the DLC. Except that guy. That guy's rude. I don't like this guy. But everything else is good. It's nice having a regen that's actually regenning. That bestial was a little rough. Isn't that just string? Yeah, it's such a rude one. Hey chat, where do I get the regen amulet? Oh, I have it. Good. Oh, beautiful. Is Cohh specified when the Calamity playthrough will be? No. Hey Cohh, did you like the ending of Still Wakes the Deep? I think that the ending of Still Wakes the Deep was fine. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I will say that I feel it it tried a little too hard to elicit a certain emotion at times. Like there was definitely a time when I was like, okay, I'm sad. We're good. You don't need to repeat what you've said in a different way. Like, I'm sad now. You win. You know? And they just kept going. I was like, why are you doing this? I'm already sad. You've already won. But no, I did like it. I did like it. It became pretty predictable. But I think for that kind of story, like the kind of story that Still Wakes the Deep is kind of I'd say iconic, and not cliche, but kind of iconic, especially in the Cthulhian universe. So it was fun. It was fun. And I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk about the ending too much because I don't want to spoil it, but it's good. I mean, the game itself is worth the journey. The game was awesome. It was beautiful, and some of the best voice acting I've seen in a game like that. Like that was very impressive. But there were a few little things that definitely gave me a bit of pause. But overall it was good. Is Cohh interested in playing Terraria's new update later this year? I really want to play Calamity. I really want to play Calamity. I've never played Terraria Calamity mod. I've done multiple playthroughs of Terraria. So I think in the nearer future I kind of want to do a Calamity playthrough. Zane says, is the playthrough on YouTube? My other character is. Full playthrough this DLC. Yep. Am I looking forward to Wukong? Are we ever going to touch Pathfinder again? Oh yeah, of course. I just don't know when. No, the playthrough, the goal for Pathfinder was not to start a run. It was to eventually do a run. So it's going to be like long time between sessions and stuff, but I plan to beat it eventually. Yeah. Have a good one, Deanie. See you, bud. Nice. So do you have some criticism for the DLC compared to base game? My biggest bit of criticism is probably that they didn't really nail the more full open world feeling that they said that they were going to do in the DLC. That was a little unfortunate. I was hoping for a more landmark rich open world experience. And when I say landmark, I mean items, fun things to see, fun things to look at. There's a lot of areas in the DLC that are just gigantic open areas with nothing interesting, or like one crafting book you're never going to use. You know, that I think they stated publicly was worked on in the DLC, and the short of it was it's not. So that's probably one of my biggest things. Outside of that, it was more big amazing bosses, more awesome weapons, more cool magic. Like I don't have a lot of criticisms of the DLC because I was expecting more Elden Ring and I got more Elden Ring. So it's like I got I pretty much all of my expectations were met or surpassed, except for the one expectation I feel they erroneously gave me, which was publicly stating that it was a more interesting full open. And I just don't feel it is. But that's really about it. That's really about it. Some of my favorite boss fights in the entire game are in the DLC. One of my favorite characters in the entire Souls franchise is in the DLC. I liked the fact that it felt, even though the DLC was shorter than the base game, I felt like there was more story. And not story, that's the wrong word for Souls games. There was more world development faster. I felt like things were happening with NPCs, and things were happening with NPCs that made me learn more about the world in a more concentrated format. And I really liked that. I liked that. I mean, that kept the whole discovering the lore thing never felt slow in the DLC, which it sometimes did a little bit in the base game. But I think that just had to do, again, with the huge, massive open areas where they get a little bit better about in the DLC, but not to the degree where I'd say it's something to really write home about. So anyway, there's your answer. Yeah. Great. Oh, I just realized I don't know if I touched the other crosses. And I think we need to. I think there's some quest stuff that happens, but we have to touch the crosses. A dried bouquet? What is a bouquet? I love doing stuff like this just to see that one or two people in chat that are just like, has he never seen a flower bouquet before? I'm confused. What's happening right now? Is this for real? Is this a goof? I'm confused. I think it's pronounced bucket. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. It was kind of hard to see the bouquet through all the debris. It was clouding my eyes. I couldn't really see through you. What? It's a bucket with a fancy handle. I like that. Cool. I thought you said your trolling days were over. What are you talking about? This isn't trolling. This is hard-hitting journalism. How dare you? All right. Let's go cut this guy up with our swords. Chat. This might be one of the coolest weapons in the entire game. Maybe. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be real hard to switch away from these. Like I'm trying to think about what would sell me to actually stop using these. It'd have to be pretty damn good. Like, this is a real fun moveset. This moveset just feels good. Oh yeah, we haven't tried great katanas and we haven't tried Milady. That's a really good point. I can't wait to try all these weapons. I just said what I said, but in the same breath, it's like, wait, there's 5 other dex weapons I want to try. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Oh, dude, we didn't even try the fist weapon. Oh my god, I completely forgot. This guy. Where is it? Where is that thing? This is a whole ass thing. This is a whole ass thing now. Are these good? Maybe these are cool. I don't know. Maybe we should level these up. This moveset looks like it'd be a ton of fun. I love the fact that it always moves forward. Oh. These weapons are garbage. Excuse me. Like, if those actually did damage. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna level these up for fun because I have to do this. Distortion rated those fists 2 of 10. Oh, really? He knows this stuff a lot better than I do. He probably knows why, but I'm still gonna try just for fun. I'm still gonna try just for fun. Oh my God, we're out of smithing stones. Can we see your Walter shirt? Oh, sure. Oh wait, these are strength. Oh, the dry leaf is better. Okay. You are entering a world of pain. It's Walter from Big Lebowski. John Goodman is the man. Yeah, I just realized these are strength, which sucks. But if we find a Dex version, I figured this shirt was perfect for our run. I think it fits. I set mark at 0. Okay, sorry. Let's go. Why is my phone beeping? Uh-oh. Wait a second. That's why. Chad, it's been a blast. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. I hope you had a good time. That was the notification going off that I have a meeting in 10 minutes, so I should probably go to it. Very much appreciate your time, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I will maybe see you tonight for a cozy stream, but probably not. It'll probably be the daily rerun, which takes place at 6:30 p.m. ET on twitch.tv/Cohh. If you'd like to watch the morning stream with the community, a lot of people that are asleep in the morning stream come to our evening rerun and kind of watch the live stuff for the day then. So if you'd like to check that out, you can check that out again at twitch.tv/Cohh. I'm out of here for now. I need to reroll the huge way, which I'll do during the credits. Also probably be rating someone, so keep your eyes on that. And I will see all of you fine folks later for more fun and games. Thanks for being here.